The reason you still procrastinate, even though you are crystal clear on the direction you need to go in and the actions you need to take, is not because you are lazy, and it is not because you lack clarity. In this training, I'm going to break down the very reason you procrastinate and how to get out of it, how to rewire the pattern that you keep playing. So stick around if procrastination is currently standing between you and the limitless life you know you are meant to have. The reason you sit down at your desk and you flick through every single tab other than the tab you are meant to be working on, the reason you sit down and instead of doing your financial admin and looking at your bank accounts, looking at your Stripe account, budgeting what's coming in versus what's going out, the reason you avoid that is not because you can't be bothered. It's not because it's such a big task. It is because deep down, there is something causing you to avoid the discomfort that comes with knowing how much money is coming in. The discomfort that comes with writing content that is bold and spicy, right? Procrastination is a symptom of identity. It is not simply just an action you take. It is a loop that you have learned to run as a result of a trigger. Now, this trigger is likely to be something uncomfortable. You are likely to feel that discomfort rising, that resistance rising in your chest the moment you think about doing this thing. And it is not because the task is big. It's not because you just can't be bothered. Let's take the financial admin, for example. You sit down at your desk, you've got your coffee, you've got your caramel latte, and you click on the tab. You click on the spreadsheet that has got your bank details on it. You click on your Stripe account and you think about going through your finances. But before you even log into your Stripe account, you start to feel that resistance rising in your chest. You start to feel that tightness, and you start to feel your shoulders shrink around you. You click on a different tab, whether it's Instagram, you start flicking through your homepage on Instagram, and 10 minutes later, before you even know it, your coffee's been drunk and you are no closer to finding out what's coming in, where you need to grow your finances, because you cannot handle the discomfort that goes with it. Now, this is not discomfort for discomfort's sake. Deep down, there is likely a belief around money that potentially you're not good enough to have it. You're not good enough to have money. So whenever you look at your bank account and you see money coming in, that's not congruent with who you believe yourself to be. Could be a fear of success, right? Who are you? If you have all of this wealth and this money coming in, who do you need to be? What judgment are you going to receive? Are you going to be a match to your partner? Are you going to emasculate him because you're earning more than him? Are you going to be the odd one out of your friends? Are you going to end up feeling lonely and isolated because you have all this money and people can't understand you? It's never just about the procrastination. Let's take content. You sit down at your desk, you have your content like mind map planned, you're writing your content, and you're like halfway through the third post and you start to drift. Your focus starts to drift. You wonder, maybe I should do this as a freebie. Maybe I should write this sales page up. And you start to just, put the feelers out for a different task, right? Next thing you know, it's the next week. You've got 2.5 posts drafted but not fully written, nothing in the bank, and you feel behind. You feel like you are chasing your tail, and then you rush your content. You rush to put something out that is okay but not brilliant. And it is simply because you didn't sit down and do the task ahead of time. Now, this isn't because you couldn't be bothered to write the content. It is likely because if you post this content, your subconscious mind knows that you will get followers in. You will get people jumping into your offers. You will be successful. And again, who will you be if you are successful, right? How will you handle all of these eyes on you? Or on the contrary, could be fear of failure, right? Fear of failure of posting this content and getting crickets, posting this content and people misunderstanding you, posting the content and getting hate, right? How are you going to handle that? And so procrastination is never just procrastination. It is a symptom of an identity you have. And so what we're going to do now is I'm going to run you through steps you can take to figure out who is running the show and what you can do about it. The first thing I want you to do is think about the task that you are avoiding right now. And I know you have this task it's very on the tip of your tongue, because as soon as I said procrastination, this was the task you thought about. I want you to think about the task, and I want you to take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable, and I want you to think about completing that task. I want you to think about what you're feeling in your body, what you are seeing, what you are hearing, whether that's from yourself, from your internal dialogue, or outside of you. And I want you to just lean into this right now. So are you feeling your chest tighten? Are you feeling yourself shrink back? Are you seeing yourself congratulate yourself on completing the task? Are you seeing yourself? Are you feeling relieved? Are you feeling motivated? Are you feeling that momentum to keep going? This is going to tell you exactly where the block is sitting. What belief, what identity, what is running the show, right? If you're feeling that stress and that fear response, it is likely because you have a fear of success or a fear of failure, and you will know which one it is, because let me ask you this. When you think about becoming the successful version of you, and you envision having all the followers, and you having the bank account, having the limitless life, having people look up to you, having a fully booked roster of clients, how does that feel for you? Does that feel like expansive? Do you feel like you can take a deep breath in and you've got more space in your body? Or do you feel like shrinking away? And again, with the congratulations, is it because you have pushed through that resistance and you've realized to yourself that actually there's nothing wrong with doing the task? It's not a scary task, and actually it's going to bring you closer to your goals, right? And so what this is going to do is tell you exactly where the block is sitting, so then you can have the awareness around what you need to shift. And the next thing I need you to do, if you want to prime your subconscious to do this task, is to, again, take a deep breath, calm your mind, calm your body, and close your eyes and visualize yourself 15 minutes after completing that task, feeling relieved, feeling joy, feeling that sense of accomplishment. Because here's the thing, your mind does not know what is real and what is not. And so when you visualize with intention, with depth, and with emotion, your mind can log that as an experience it has already completed. Because the subconscious mind does not want to move outside the familiar, outside what is certain for it. And when you are doing something new, like an Instagram Live, like posting bolder content, like earning more money, and you haven't built that capacity and you haven't built that safety around it, your subconscious mind is going to cause you to shrink back to baseline, back to what is familiar, to what is safe. And so by visualizing this new experience, this new next level for you, and you visualize yourself having completed that task, what that signals to your subconscious mind is that this task is safe to do. So next time you are procrastinating on looking at your finances because you are worried about who you have become or who you will become, the more money that comes in, close your eyes, 15 minutes after completing that admin task. How does it feel to be that version of you? How safe is it to be that version of you? I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will catch you on the next video.